Hi everyone, let's have a look at all the major changes that bow has received between the beta and the release version. Most bow attacks have had their base raw damage increased. The base damage here refers to the damage without tracer. As you can see from the table, charge shot, power shots, and power volleys have had their base damage go up by up to 30% depending on the level. Arc shots damage has gone up substantially. The rain component has increased up to 200% depending on the charge level. Diffuse arrows have gone up quite a bit as well. However, the duration of arc shot seems to have significantly decreased in order to balance this. Both versions of Dragon Piercer have gone up a little bit as well, at 4 to 6%. 1000 Dragons has gone up a nice 20%. The base damage buffs seem pretty good. Tracer, however, has received a nerf with a few exceptions. The bread and butter attacks, Charge Shot, Power Shot, and Power Volley have all received a damage nerf on the Tracer, by about 15 to 25%. However, not all Tracer base damage has been nerfed though. The Tracer arrow itself has been untouched, and the Dragon attacks have actually been buffed on the Tracer. Maybe they'll be more viable, we'll have to see. Another area where Tracer was nerfed is the critical damage range, that is the range where your bow attacks do full damage. Tracer used to provide a huge critical range increase, but this seems to have shortened now in the release version. Last but not least, in the beta, there used to be a trick where you can shoot out tracers much more quickly than normal. See one of my previous videos for that. However, this trick no longer seems to work now in the release version, which is a huge shame. Though obviously unintended, this trick made the bow gameplay feel a lot smoother. Overall, it seems like the devs want the bow gameplay to not be warped around Tracer. However, in my opinion, even with these nerfs, you should still be playing around Tracer as its benefits are still too good. I plan to do a deep dive into Tracer in a video in the near future. Bow Focus Strike has also received some changes in the release version. The damage has been nerfed, where both the Focus Strike arrows and the follow-up Dragon Piercer have received a small damage reduction of about 7 to 9%. The big change is around wound lock-on. In the beta, you used to be able to charge your Focus Strike on all wounds at the same time, but now it only charges one wound at a time. In addition, the charge speed also seems to have increased. Overall, this feels like a pretty big nerf to Bow Focus Strike. There have also been some changes made to coatings as well, both directly and indirectly. First, the number of coating shots have increased from 8 in the beta to 10 now. This is obviously a direct buff. However, on the nerf side, Power Coating's raw damage boost has been nerfed from 50% to 30%. Furthermore, status coatings have been indirectly nerfed as the status application of most attacks have been reduced. Last thing to mention is that the maximum trick shot gauge has increased. In the beta, the max gauge was 3 bars. It is now about 3 1/3 bars. This buff makes managing trick shot resources a bit more forgiving. To summarize, non-Tracer attacks have had their damage buffed. Tracer has had its damage, range, and speed nerfed. Speed because you can't do a quick Tracer anymore. Focus Strike has had its damage and lock-on nerfed. Coatings, damage, and status have been nerfed, but the ammo count has been buffed. And Trick Shot has been buffed in terms of the maximum gauge. Despite the nerfs, I feel like Tracer is still going to be the go-to mechanic for bow, as it still gives so much, though now you won't feel as bad if the Tracer is not up. As for the other nerfed areas, I think they are still quite strong and all worth using. That's all for now. Let me know in the comments what you think about the changes and if I've missed anything. More wild videos coming soon. Thanks for watching.